And when we have a poor experience, in the past, then in the future or present time, we have a similar experience. We're going to go back to that poor experience when we got stuck. And then that's how we're going to reprocess it. And we're going to flow through that storyline again. And that's how we stay stuck. Hey mama, welcome to the Balanced Mom Method podcast, a safe space to help you transform the way that you approach motherhood and life. If you're a mom struggling with self-worth, overwhelmed with overstimulation, looking to slow down, conquer mom guilt, let go of external pressures, or even embark on a spiritual awakening, you are in the right place. Let's break free from that survival mode cycle by waking up from autopilot and authentically embracing our inner self-love, trust, and connection. Imagine if every single part of your life was perceived through a lens of expansion, value, worthiness, self-awareness, and acceptance. Hey, I'm Jenna, and I've been where you are. I was consumed in the struggles of motherhood and was always in my own head, never feeling good enough. I realized if I wanted to make a change, it started within me. And in finding that freedom, I've dedicated my life's work to helping other moms heal from the inside out to come back home to themselves too. So take my hand, mama. Let's set the foundation to live an intentional life full of peace, presence, confidence, clarity, belief, joy, love, and balance. If you are ready to weed the fluff, get to the root of cultivating real change, and feel connected to yourself on a love-rooted level, let's dive in and discover the power within you. Warm up that cold coffee, pop in your earbuds, and tighten that top knot, mama. Let's overcome together. Before we dive into today's chat, I had something heavy on my heart for months and months and months and months, and I was scared of the work that it was going to take to change it. But I know that it's time, and I am so excited because this is just opening up doors and opportunities for greater things. And yeah, let's just roll with this here. The Balanced Mom Method online course is going to be retired. We are, through the end of this month, we are going to have a very, very, very over 90% off discount on this course because I still feel that it is so impactful, so beneficial, and this course has changed so many lives, including my own. And I know what we are growing into is still going to incorporate so many of these principles, and this was the beautiful foundation that has been set within Naturally Empowered Living. But I also do want to keep things simple for you and those that I'm meant to help and serve, and I feel that it is time to retire this course to be able to create a brand new mentorship and course, so self-paced course along with a mentorship that we will be going alongside with a group of other moms and myself, and that will, again, hone in on these concepts, on these foundations, and on the approach, on the method, right? But it's going to be a lot more defined and narrowed in, and truly I have learned and grown and evolved so much in the past couple years, 3 years, 2 years since the Balanced Mom Method course first launched, and it's just going to be an amazing evolution. So, tears in my eyes. Oh my gosh. We are retiring the Balanced Mom Method course the end of May 2024. So from now today until May 31st, 2024, you can get the Balanced Mom Method course at a over 90% off discount because I want this in the hands of as many people as possible. So share this message, share this announcement. But yeah, something new is coming towards the end of the year, and I am so excited, so elated for that as well. But for now, we are bidding farewell. So if you head to naturallyempoweredliving.thrivecart.com/TBMM, you will see that page to enroll in the Balanced Mom Method course, and go ahead. The coupon code will be farewell, FAREWELL. I'll throw the link in the show notes with the coupon code already attached. And yeah, okay, just to give you a little rundown of this course, I have to, because it was my baby. It was the first signature course that brought in the complete method, formula, foundation of everything that I've created within my business and how I've helped serve so many other moms. And It's to help you break free from mental and emotional stagnation, to help you feel calm and at peace, like a weight's lifted, and to feel unconditional self-love, worth, trust, confidence for yourself. And again, like all these concepts are still what we talk about. So the foundations, the fundamentals of this course will of course be brought along into our future offerings. But this course, it's really based around habits and you taking back control of yourself and your life and your habits. And we break it down into mindset, health, and time management habits to really help you break free from survival mode once and for all. And we build an inner foundation. We start within. Again, it's everything that we still talk about. So this is a hard farewell, but I know that it is right, and I know it is in alignment for what's to come. So yes, email me any questions, hello@naturallympoweredliving.com. But from now through the end of May 2024, use coupon code farewell at checkout and you can receive this course at an extremely discounted price. Hoofda. Okay, moving on. What the reason that I finally just ripped the Band-Aid off and I'm like, Jenna, if I'm going to do this, I'm doing this now, is because it was Mother's Day yesterday. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope that you, even if like you don't celebrate, I hope that you were able to really just take some time to tune in and to appreciate yourself and all that you do, and being a mom and being a woman, an individual. And I swear Mother's Day hits me harder than my birthday sometimes because, motherhood changes us all, right? And it's a very internally powerful day for me. So I hope that you had a blessed day. And that was what helped me rip that Band-Aid, because I go, these moms deserve this course. So let's do this. And it's super discounted. I can't believe it. But I want this course in your hands. So, okay, moving on to today's episode, part 2 of the manifestation talk, if we even want to call it that. Because if you noticed last week, if you didn't listen to last week's episode, go listen to that also. I guess you don't have to listen to them in order, but it really wasn't about manifesting, right? It was because I don't like that term very, very much, because I feel like it just has a bad rap and there could be ill intentions wrapped around it. And yeah, so I appreciate, your guys' feedback on that episode last week. It was just so open and receptive and encouraging. And I'm glad that I was able to resonate a message with you, because sometimes I know that I ramble, right? But it's like, I'm sharing my heart and my crazy thoughts in my mind, out to you, because I know that we all have our beliefs and our own values and opinions. And to hear someone that doesn't have it all together, right? I don't have it all together, but to hear someone maybe that resonates with you, or that's showing their vulnerability in not knowing all the answers, but we're just on this beautiful path of, it's not even about finding the answers. It's about finding our fulfillment and about finding our inner freedom. And yeah, let's dive into what manifesting actually looks like. How do you practice it? How does it work? So I want to ask you a question. Have you ever been in a situation where you were told to manifest this goal or manifest this dream, okay? And you're supposed to visualize, yourself in this reality and do it every day, or we'll leave the details out, but like visualize this reality and really get a picture of yourself living in that reality, get your senses involved, and, write yourself a letter and do all these things, right? And you had 0 results. You thought you had 0 results. So a couple things here. I challenge you to look back at that situation for some lessons. There is magic in visualization. I'm not saying there isn't. There's magic in everything that I just said, but it's in our perspective. It's in our perception sometimes, because this isn't like an end-all one-stop shop. We could implement this and this is going to happen, right? Different modalities can complement each other. And of course, visualization, for example, can complement in reframing limiting beliefs and viewpoints of yourself, and connecting with your senses. Oh my gosh, like that's it's a magical mind-body somatic experience. A lot of therapy practice use it, and to be able to connect back to your mind and body and relax the nervous system to ground yourself, right? Using your senses. So going back to how we ended last week's episode with my opinion and how you cannot manifest incorrectly. There's some factors at play in how we're manifesting and what we're manifesting, and in our perception of it. Again, what I said, looking for those lessons. So maybe you aren't being true to yourself and you really don't want what you're trying to manifest because you feel that you should be doing it, or for some outside reason. Or maybe it will happen. Maybe it will be, come to fruition, if you want to use that word, but it's just not on this timeline. It's just not in this season that you're assuming it to be on. Or maybe it isn't destined for you. And in that case, in time, I pray and hope that you'll understand and find the lesson or have clarity in the path. What did we say last week? Like, how many times have you heard, oh my gosh, it wasn't, I thought I wanted this, but my gosh, like God's plan was so much grander. I don't believe that you can manifest incorrectly. It is not the act of doing it right or wrong. It is within our intentions and inner work, and also a little bit of our divine blueprint, if your beliefs align with that. And to unravel this thread a little bit more is, if you're feeling that you're doing it wrong or that it isn't working, I want to take a deeper look inside. Let's take a deeper look inside. Are you possibly subconsciously blocking or resisting something? Is there a resistance from maybe that act of that manifesting? It didn't feel good or right to you, going back to having, ill intentions, or you did something because of those outside factors or expectations. If that's the case, you're not 100% in it. Subconsciously, you don't want it. So you're like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And with your innate truth, it's not aligned to you. So you consciously feel that it just doesn't feel right, but I should be doing it. So why isn't it working, right? And this is where we have to use our discernment. Take what resonates with you. Take what feels good to you, because that is what is getting you closer to your truth and to your innate destined path. If it's forced, it's not going to work because it's forced for a reason. We try so hard to not do it wrong that we're forcing it, but that's causing resistance in itself. It's that delicate dance of allowing, like what is, and also a little bit of surrender. Gosh, how difficult is that, right? How difficult is it to truly let go and surrender? How do I do that? My goodness, how many times did I ask myself, in the past 5 years, how do I surrender? Like, there's so much confusion about just living our own life. Because, oh gosh, I'm watching this person and they're telling me to do it this way. Deep down, it doesn't feel right, but they're successful, so I should try that. And oh gosh, it doesn't resonate with me though. Oh my gosh, here's another person that they're successful too, and I want to be doing it this way. And oh, it kind of does feel a little bit better, but it's still not working. But this person said to do it this way, and this person said to do it that way. And oh my gosh, why is it so conflicting? There's so much confusion because there's so much noise, and not all in a bad way. I'm not saying, every outside factor is ill-intended, right? But sometimes what we hear and what we're searching for isn't meant for us, and we're taking it thinking that we need to do all the things all the time, that we're not tuning back into us, to what we truly want, need, desire. So keeping this best case scenario, not bringing in ill-intended people, right? We all know that there's, bad people out there with bad intentions, but keeping this best case scenario, everything, being rainbows and unicorns here, we all still have our own unique makeup, and we are all so beautifully different. And our differences in coming home to ourselves and being confident in all who we are is how we are then able to help the collective, humanity, by being ourselves. So the discernment of what I should be manifesting, we first need to come home to ourselves, to tune into ourselves and to know ourselves, to listen to ourselves, to surrender to that and to our beliefs, to surrender to you and your higher power, whatever that is. Let it be God, or let it be your higher self, whatever it is to you. What did I say last week? Own it. Be confident in your beliefs. So how do you manifest? How do you align to your destined path? Being confident in using your discernment of what is aligned to you and what isn't. Finding your doorway into alignment. For me, it's meditation. It's getting quiet to be able to listen to me, my physical body, my intuition, in order to actually hear myself, right? Our body is constantly talking to us. All of our bodies, our spiritual body, emotional body, physical body, they are constantly talking to us. But are we listening? And that's how I'm able to realign with myself. Let it be with my priorities for the day. Let it be with clarity. Let it be with my confidence. Let it be with bringing up resistances, that gunk, that needs to be cleared out, or that I've been shoving under the rug because I've been go, go, go today and I haven't had time to process it today. So, I just smacked my paper. I'm talking with my hands here. I pushed it under the rug. And then when I meditate, okay, my subconscious mind knows, okay, she's ready now. Let's bring this back up. So when I meditate, I'm able to bring through those things back to my consciousness from my subconscious, knowing that I shoved those things under the rug because I was too busy for the day, or I wasn't in a mental capacity to work with that right now. Not today. I want to, I'm going to avoid today and I'll come back to it later, right? And now I'm allowing it to come up to process. I'm allowing it to just kind of flow through me. And there's no answers in those meditative moments. Sometimes if I know that I'm forcing, I know that I'm searching for those answers. I just need to be in that space, in that time, not expecting any answers in those moments. The answers will come. And then with our bodies, our physical bodies, our physical bodies are constantly healing. It's what we know to do. We are constantly naturally wanting to heal ourselves if we are giving the time, attention, and space to it. Or if we're not giving the time, attention, and space, our body is still wanting to heal, but we're adding more resistance to it, so it might take longer. So to allow all these things, those stuck emotions, those deep-rooted subconscious beliefs, that gunk, there's a lot of things that we can misconceive. And when we have a poor experience, in the past, then in the future or present time, we have a similar experience. We're going to go back to that poor experience when we got stuck. And then that's how we're going to reprocess it. And we're going to flow through that storyline again. And that's how we stay stuck, if we're not allowing ourselves to work through that gunk. So for me, through meditation and prayer, I don't even say manifesting. I just want to be aligned with my calling. Because again, going back to God's will versus mine, I might want this, but if it's not aligned with my destined path, with how I'm supposed to be living my life, I want to align to that. I want to align to God's will. I want to align to my destined path. Okay? Use those words interchangeably, whatever feels right to you. I want to align to my destined path, and that's what I want. So not so much manifesting. Sure, that sounds lovely, right? But I want to live out my truth. That's what I want. The confidence and clarity in living out my truth, however that looks to me. So it's almost like, okay, call it manifesting, right? But from there, I could add on additional practices in addition to my prayer and meditation. So now for you, if meditation or prayer, if it doesn't resonate with you, maybe you can do automatic writing or practice visualization or get into learning about breathwork exercises. The concept here is a couple things. To practice your self-awareness. Check in with yourself throughout the day, just to notice how you're feeling. How often do you do that? Physically, mentally, emotionally? And do you honor yourself? Do you honor, once you are, self-aware of what you're feeling, what you're needing, are you honoring that? Are you paying attention to those cues that your body's giving you? Are you responding with them? And if it's discomfort, or if it's a cue that, you're feeling discomfort somewhere, instead of course, in time and place, we can shove something under the rug if we don't have that moment right then. But are you giving yourself time to tune into that discomfort, to allow those things that were shoved under the rug, to allow those feelings, to allow those subconscious emotions to come back up to be processed? And are you taking time to trust yourself, to trust your inner guidance, to learn to trust your instincts, your inner guidance, those gut feelings, those feelings when you're making decisions about anything in life? We are beautiful beings with interconnected physical, mental, emotional, spiritual states. And when we learn how to tune in and prioritize ourselves, that's an avenue of learning and living within your energy of alignment. But by golly, we are so damn busy all the time. We always have so many things on our plates that bring more stress, more confusions to the simplicities of our birthright, to be aligned in our innate nature, our authentic paths, our energy of alignment. And that is why I've come to this work, because we all deserve to be confident in who we are and how to live a life aligned to that life full of peace and presence and confidence, clarity, belief, joy, love. So what modality, what resonates with you from this conversation? Meditation, prayer, visualization, automatic writing, honoring your body's needs, self-awareness, being in nature, going to your therapist or counselor, whatever makes you feel at home to yourself. Tune into that. Tune into yourself to truly listen to yourself. And this might not have been the conversation that you were expecting with, how do I manifest? But it really is slowing down to listen to yourself. What do you truly want? Are you trying to manifest this goal by something that you truly want? And once you get clear on that, maybe you're not clear with it. That's why it's so important to start within yourself, to listen to yourself. What are you needing? What are you feeling? What are you desiring? And I know that the Balanced Mom Method course, we don't go so deep in like finding your energy of alignment. We do a lot of mindset work. The first half of the course is mindset, and then the second half is health and time management. But maybe even 2/3 is mindset. So there is a lot of mindset work. But it is much more, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Like the Balanced Mom Method is much more structured, and I'm giving you a lot of tangible how-tos. Where I feel like the direction that we are going now within finding your energy of alignment, it's a lot more practices for how to find your how-tos, right? I'm still giving you how-tos, but it's really finding your doorways into things. And the Balanced Mom Method course, it's wonderful. I mean, I love going through it and looking at back, like the workbook. Oh my gosh, like the workbook. I'm being biased. The workbook, you get a complimentary workbook to go along with it. It is phenomenal. It's absolutely wonderful. Tooting my own horn, but that will help you take back control of your life, to crawl out of your survival mode if that's where you're feeling stuck right now, because you're tuning into your mindset, you're tuning into your health, you're tuning into your time management, and to your habits, into really your external life. Okay, we start inward and then we move outward. So go ahead, use the code FAREWELL, FAREWELL at checkout through the end of the month of May 2024 to go through that course, and I would love to hear from you. Oh my gosh, everyone that purchases, I'm sending you an email, and I can't wait to walk you through it together. So yeah, we'll be in conversation together as you go through the course too. So just FYI, you get me through email the entire time. So, oh my gosh, and I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day. Until next week, my mamas, as always, simply be you. You have everything inside of you to learn your energy of alignment and deepen your relationship with it. I'm sending my love and so much light.
Did you find this episode relatable or compelling? Please give my review.
Thank you so much for spending this sacred time with me on the Balanced Mom Method podcast. I am sending you so much love and covering you in light, praying this episode has helped you in some way. And if it has, I'd be so grateful if you left a written review sharing how it's impacted your life. It truly lights me up hearing how you are on your way to your breakthrough. And also, please share this episode with another mom who may be struggling, to remind her that we are never alone, and to help give her that empowerment to take that first step. And be sure to check the show notes for additional ways to connect with me, our motherhood empowerment community, and if and when it feels good to you, learn how we could work together to help you reclaim your power, mama. Thank you. I appreciate all you are and all you do. Sending my love and light.